Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I just wanted to talk about how you can get an A star or a 9 in GCSE Maths. GCSE Maths is obviously compulsory, everyone has to do it, and therefore it should be something everyone is thinking about getting the best grade possible in. If you do therefore want to get the best grade possible in GCSE Maths, listen up because I've got some good advice for you. First of all, you need to make sure that you're doing loads and loads and loads of questions. Questions in maths are the most important thing. If you're not doing questions, you're not practicing, and in maths you learn by doing. You need to make sure you first of all understand how to do each question and then just practice it so that in the exam you can replicate that. It's not about learning facts, it's just about practicing the methods and the techniques to be able to do the questions. I use a platform called Dr. Frost. I really recommend this platform. It's brilliant. It has videos available for everyone to use, and a lot of schools sign up to it, so you could get in touch with your teacher to ask them to sign up, or I'm sure you could get a parent to sign up as well, though there is a subscription if your school doesn't have it. It has loads and loads of questions and even has past paper questions as well to be able to practice on, which obviously I've just said is a really important thing, is practicing on those questions. I think the other thing that is worth noting is that you can use YouTube as well to learn maths. There's loads of great YouTube channels out there. For example, Cognito's great Mr. Astbury for Edexcel GCSE, which is the board that I did or do. There's GCSE Maths Tutor. There's loads of different YouTube channels that you can use to learn maths, and there's just loads of, like, if you just look up a maths topic on YouTube, there'll be loads of channels to learn it. And that is one great thing about maths, is that you can just learn how to do the different questions. That is basically the thing you need to be doing, is watching YouTube videos, learning how to do them, and then obviously practicing the questions. Oh yeah, Dr. Frost as well is another great YouTube channel that you can use to practice maths and to learn maths. So they are my top suggestions for YouTube channels in terms of learning maths. The other thing is obviously just practice loads of past papers as well. Like, it's good practicing questions, but practicing past papers is really, really useful as well. I think there's a lot of questions that I did before my mocks, which were like okay questions. They were like probably like a level 6 or 7 question, and I thought I therefore mastered the topic. No, you've got to be doing like level 9 questions to make sure that you mastered that topic, because they're like the hard ones that are going to come up in your exam. So really practice the hardest questions so that you know you mastered the topic and that you can do the hardest questions. A lot of the questions at the back of the papers are often problem solving, so really make sure to learn how to problem solve and to practice those questions, because they'll teach you the problem solving. And they also are very similar, the questions, like they'll be very similar across lots of different papers, just with different numbers. They tend to repeat the same ideas, so definitely practice doing the harder questions. Don't just like do the easy questions, and also don't do topics you enjoy as well. Make sure to be doing the topics that you find the most difficult, is one huge piece of advice. Just learning the stuff that you need to learn. So for example, circle theorems, the graph, identifying the graphs. Also ask your teachers if you're struggling with a question or something, like they can hopefully help explain the question. Don't be afraid to ask them. Always be asking questions in class about the different things you don't understand. So definitely use the advice of your teachers. And just do as many questions you can with maths. Learn how to do them. Get the problem solving element, and always, like, you can, for example, use AI as well. It's getting better at maths to explain questions, so that's what I did, use some like AI to explain questions. But always in the homeworks, try and do like your best. Don't try and like cheat on the homeworks, because honestly learning how to do the questions on the homeworks helps so much for revision. So I'd really recommend that. Obviously, like, it's so much easier not to do the homeworks properly, but if you do them properly, it really, really helps in the long run. So they're my tips. Thank you very much for listening and watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.